Oh no, there's... Oh god, I think that's coffee. Or my cookie. I don't know. Hello and welcome to another Cozy Sketch With Me video. As you can see, I already started sketching a little bit, and that's kind of the objective of today. Basically just using these and this ink pen of mine to do some straight with ink doodles. I have been reading this manga series, Insomniacs After School. There's an anime for this as well, and I did forget the Japanese title, but I guess you can gather what this is based on the German title. I've been reading this and doing some small studies of panels. Wait, where was the one I had? Oh, it's gone. Where is it? It's somewhere. It's here. This panel. This is what inspired that. Just very quick doodles to get back into it, to get warmed up. I have been sketching less than I would like this year, but also the last few months. When it comes to sketchbook work, I've been drawing a lot compared to the amount of time available to me, but mainly digitally. So my sketchbooks have been a little bit abandoned. I have this sketchbook as well, where I did draw. It hurts to say it, but for the first time this year, basically, at a party, like my friend's party, we were in a cafe bar thingy, and you know, we were just like chatting and drawing while chatting. Almost all of us there were artists. So at one point, just 4 of us just whipped out our sketchbooks and just started doodling. And I had a lot of fun, but also, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I have been neglecting that part of my creative practice. So combined with the fact that I'm reading Insomniacs After School, which has amazing scenery shots, like just like in this volume 11, like this is just how the manga starts, like no context, just those like snapshots of moments. And like I love this picture in particular, not just because it's insanely funny, but also because like the little party hat like gives you hints to that. I think this should be New Year, and I love it. And like especially this one with it, where it looks like there are like stickers on here. This looks like a photo album, and I love it. It might actually even be like supposed to be an in-universe photo album, because that was part of the story. But like even if you have no context for the story, you get those small snapshots of life with like, if you ignore these two, like none to barely any text, and like I love it. I love this so much. And like the scenery and everything is gorgeous. I mean, as you can see, like photography plays a big role in this series. So there's a lot of pages where it's like not a lot of text, and just like the pictures are what tell the story, which it's a manga obviously, but I hope you know what I mean. But yeah, that's what I absolutely love about this series. The amount of time it tells so much with like little to no words, and especially the theme of like the snapshots, the everyday little moments, like that stuff. And I love it. I love it so much. So that's what inspired me to do this. However, I have had a book my friend lent me. I might have talked about this before, I'm pretty sure I did. The art book, sketchbook of Hekala. And it's so awesome. Like, she's one of my favorite artists when it comes to drawing straight with ink. And I have done quite a few studies before, but yeah, I decided to just flip through the pages and like see if anything sparks my interest that I want to study or like get inspired by. I think it's so awesome that she just takes a pen and like the lines are so clear. Like her shape language is not necessarily something I'd choose for my art style, but her quality of line work is amazing. Like yeah, she also has the sketchy elements and everything, but like then also she has like those super sure lines, and that's, oh my god, what I aspire to be. Also, I love mermaids. I think recently I've been on another nature kick. Like, nature has always played a big role in my art and sketches and everything, like flowers and trees and stuff. But I feel like I've gotten back into it even more. So that's nice. Like, I love those little thumbnails, but also those snapshots or like little vignettes. Okay, let's just... Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I just found the folder of pictures I took in New Zealand while I was doing the Abel Tasman hike. You know what, let's start simple-ish. Because that's something I am struggling a little bit, like getting details right. So let's start with this one. While doing these studies, I already discovered that this pen is a little bit smudgy if I don't let it dry properly, but like, what am I supposed to do, you know? Like, I'm drawing. And like, also, I feel like I have to, like this pen in particular, and not this brand or anything, just this specific pen, I have to hold it in a very specific way so that it doesn't just not draw the entire line, basically. I honestly really love drawing this kind of thing, like inspired by my own pictures. Because if you know me, I miss traveling so much. I should do it more again. I have plans this year, big plans, but nothing is under wraps yet, so I'm still a bit, not secretive, but like I'm not too open about those plans yet. But honestly, like traveling is such an important part to my everyday life, and those snapshots that you can like draw, like again, the small things, like I mean, this is obviously a gorgeous beach and everything, but like it's not like, oh, this is the most amazing picture ever. This is basically just a random photo I took because like, oh my god, this looks so pretty and I want to remember this. And then drawing this kind of brings it to a next level of remembering, if that makes sense, like for me personally. Because like you have to think about how the shadows fall and like the textures, and it kind of enhances your experience of the entire thing. I mean, this is just a photo, so it's like even with a photo this works, but like drawing on location works even better, which is something I miss. Back then I didn't have the opportunity to draw the scenery because we were also on, not a time crunch or anything. We did have enough time to like hike and appreciate everything, but like to actually sit down for like multiple minutes and like draw as much as I would have wanted to draw, that would not have been enough time. So I love that I can, that angle was too steep, but okay. That I can just take photos and draw them later because I'm not pressured. I do love to sit in cafes and draw, you know, like in the book, the party and everything. I didn't draw too much because, honestly speaking, I'm struggling. I've been a bit rusty when it comes to sketchbooking, and drawing straight with ink and everything has always been intimidating to me. But especially two of my friends who were also there drawing, they're so bloody good at doing that. Like, they have a very different style from mine. I think mine is like, I wouldn't call these necessarily realistic, but it's more realistic than what they draw most of the time, I'd say. And also they're just, I feel like they're way braver with their line work. Like especially one of them, she just like puts the pen on, it's just like, and then it looks amazing. And I'm like, okay, cool, guess I'll die. Which I know I shouldn't compare myself to others on that level, and I don't want to, you know, like I love these, like, I mean, okay, these two are studies, but like I did change a little bit, and the line work itself is different. I like it more sketchy and like a little bit more scribbly, and I like that. I love that. I love looking at that. I like the composition right here. I'm already happy with that. I like that a lot. So I'm not trying to beat myself up too much or anything, but at the same time, I just unfortunately am comparing myself to others. And also, I think something else that had a little bit of an impact on me with that is that some of my professors, again, no hate to them at all, like especially one class, they encouraged us to like not use any line art, to study value and stuff like that. So it's a like very good idea and everything, but I was so focused on not using line art during that semester then that it kind of impacted my experience, and like I started struggling, you know. Right now I'm also struggling a little bit to how to put shadows and set contrast and everything. I think that's nice. Fun fact, now I'm at the point where I'm like not looking at the reference anymore. I mean, sometimes, you know, if I'm like, oh, why did I draw a line here? I'm like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of foam. But now it's more like intuition. And also I like how to draw waves, like the way I figured it out. So now I'm not looking at the waves on the picture, how they look realistically, and more I look at what I want my art to be like. But yeah, during that one semester, I kind of got not turned off by doing line work, but like I was really lost. I had an identity crisis. Now that I'm drawing like this, I realize that just I love line art so much. I'm not necessarily using it as an excuse or like an escape from values and everything. I mean, I do sometimes, obviously. I know myself. But also, this is the other photo, by the way. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Oh god. This is the second photo, the one I'm drawing right now. But I also just really like line art. Like, there are so many manga that I love. And also, like, just artists. And I think with line art, especially if you incorporate it into the art piece, like by coloring it or like incorporating it into the shading and everything, it is amazing. So yeah, basically I want to get back into doing line art. Oh lord, okay. We have a person here. Oh no. Okay. I also like those, like here I'm just scribbling. Oh, that head is insane. Oh, that's okay. And then it's here, and then we also have that. Also, FYI, this is me playing around. Yeah, I'm trying to draw something pretty, but also I'm like this, I'm not paying too much attention. I'm trying not to be perfectionistic. I'm just trying to have fun and like be loose. Because fun fact, my friends like at the party, like I said, I was having an identity crisis. I was having like, I was second guessing everything. As in like, oh no, I can't draw. Yeah, like this is a very awkward tangent. I don't like it. But like this is a sketch. I'm playing around. I don't care. The mountain is a bit too high. I don't care. It's okay. And yeah, anyways, I told my friends like, hey guys, I'm having like a bad mental moment. Is there anything good about my art? And I mean, I hope they didn't just say it to encourage me, but like my friend also told me that those little thumbnails are something I can put into my my portfolio. Like not like, oh, look at this amazing illustration, but like I personally might be able to see those at like for editorial art maybe, which is something I want to explore, try my hand in. Like travel illustration is something I could see myself in, but that's also not what I want to do right now. Right now I just want to sketch and explore. And also now that I'm looking at this, I want to practice the level of detail to put so that you can see what I'm trying to portray. Because I still tend to overwork my art pieces, my sketches, my everything low-key. Waves, how do I, okay, I think like this, how do I make it clear that this is water? I don't know. This looks more like grass, but that is okay. This is what these practice sketches thingies are there for, to explore, and now I know how not to draw water, but for grass, this looks really nice. So maybe I'm going to keep it a little bit ambiguous, maybe, what exactly this is. Like, unless you know the photo, then you'll obviously know. Okay, I think I like this. I was really scared, and it's not the best thing I've ever drawn. What even is happening here, you know? I think I'm gonna put a bit more detail in here, but like, how do I make it obvious that this is, okay, wait, I think I'm gonna put this in black. I leave it white around the person, as white as it can be. And okay, now I think this is readable as a mountain. I could draw or like use watercolor or even a marker. I don't know if I have one that I could use, but like art-wise you could use something to differentiate this a bit more. But I don't think I want to do that here. See, I'm a bit scared because I would like to put some highlights with my purple, like I can show you the exact pen I'm talking about. I think this purple would look really good, but I also feel like I'd be overworking it. But I do think I want to keep this as is, just to have like a version of my sketches where I did not put any color. Oh, I can play with the border a bit. If I... In the photo, like the darkest areas are the water here, the mountains in the back, and the person. So I think where these areas hit the frame, I'm gonna make it a bit darker. Okay, honestly, if the lines would look more like water, this might look really well. But like they're too edgy, I guess, like too rough. Water should be like flowing, like kind of what I'm doing right now, but also there's too much. So I'm getting too overworking this. La 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 la. I'm just, again, incorporating this. Okay. Could be better, especially like I kind of messed up here, but that's okay because I am sketching for fun. Ooh, I'm in the mood to draw trees. This is gonna be... Oh my god, the light is really not good. Okay, I'm trying to do a very simplified version of that. Well, actually, I'm gonna use the trees to the left as inspiration. I feel like I have this brush, this bigger size brush. Pen, not brush. And I think like something like the flowers here would look amazing on this side with the trees. And I could actually have the trees reach into the picture. It's not gonna be as satisfying as up here where it's like properly layered, but that's fine. Wait, okay. I'm gonna put a picture back here. Oh lord, that's... sure. Yeah, this pen is for sure dying. But it works well for the, oh no, in theory, for the trees, if it's not dying beforehand. I don't know if I want to buy another one, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like all four of these are so bloody old. No, maybe not this one. I think the S I actually did rebuy, but the other ones are so old, and even the first S one I had it for a while, so I'm not entirely sure if it would be worth it to rebuy them. I have discovered that I have fallen into that trap that a lot of people fall into, so it's not like... I mean, I also only got myself to blame, but also chill, it's not that deep. I mean, I have been drawing and there are times where you just don't, you know, where not your mental health slips. God, I hope you know what I'm trying to say, where you're just not able to keep up with everything in your life, especially if you have changes in your life. Like for me, yes, I graduated a year ago, but I'm still struggling with the fact that, hey, I'm not basically a full-time artist anymore, because like studying illustration full-time means you're a full-time artist. Like you're a full-time student, but like I'm studying art, so I'm drawing full-time basically. And now that I have to, you know, work for a living, and unfortunately my day job is not art related, you know, I don't really have a choice other than working less on my art things. And if I'm being real, if I'm being honest, it feels like a personal failure, even though it's really not. Just sitting here and sketching has always been, and hopefully will always be, like something very relaxing and fun, and it feels like I'm treating myself right now, which On the one hand, I am, but on the other hand, I'm really not. Like, sketching is an important and integral part of the artist's work. Even if I wasn't filming this, like, sitting here and sketching, like, this is practice. This is also like, I don't want to call it generating idea because that sounds like I'm a machine or something, but like, working on ideas, you know? So yeah, my point is, I should be doing this more. And if you're in a similar situation, chill. Like, it might sound hypocritical coming from me when I just told you that, oh yeah, I've been struggling with this for months, but like, obviously, if you have to make money in a different way that's not art, you can't draw as much as when you're, for example, a student and studying full-time and everything. So, on God, I hope everything I said made sense, because I was just like basically just like saying whatever came to mind, but okay, I'm gonna draw this one. This one. Okay, I am definitely gonna draw this, but then I'm thinking about writing some text here, like diary style, because that kind of would be a nice layout. But yeah, first I'm gonna draw this. Let's go. So my frame is a bit wider than the actual photo, but like the hero image is for hero image. The focus or like a big element is for sure this tree, but also this one. And here we have the branches. Okay, down here we have some foliage. I just wanna the foliage goes up to this tree. Okay, here I think I'm gonna use my scribbly sketchy approach, which is hard because like obviously the entire tree has the same texture in real life, but like those lines I have to consider how dark I want the specific area to be, so I can just hint at everything, which is less lines, but oh my god, intimidating. That looks okay, I think. Then we have the mountains in the back that have a rougher outline, but like I need to remember the edge of the tree that's more rough. Okay, here we have the beach in the distance. Mountain part in the front and here in the back. I need to oh my god, okay. Help. Okay. I think the trick with drawing like a mountain range in the back is that the lines you do draw are thicker to have like the bigger contrast between the sky and the trees, but also like not necessarily connecting to each other, which I'm kind of not following here because that's something I just realized. Could I have chosen an easier picture? Maybe. But did I want to try this one? Yes. So now I'm scribbling in the darker areas of the trees in front. And I'm honestly just hoping that this will work. This one is, you know how like you need to fuck around to find out? I am 100% at the fuck around stage of this one. I do really like this tree at the side, how I do that, but not sure how the rest is gonna turn out, if I'm being honest. But I guess that's also part of the challenge of like drawing with only one pen. Not that it's necessarily a challenge I set myself, but I really like working with limited supplies and seeing how far I get with them and how, you know, what I can create. Because you're kind of forced to be more creative if you can't just use the B brush. That's not the B brush, that's the B brush, like the actual brush pen to create darker shadows, but instead I have to do it with the smaller pen and just patterns, which is also something I really like about line art. Like, just, this is technically just scribbles and lines, but I, like, if you've seen the picture, you hopefully recognize what this is supposed to be, and once I'm done with this, hopefully you'll be able to recognize what these are supposed to be in general. That's at least what I would be hoping for. But if you can't, that's also fine with me. Here. Okay, and actually now that I'm sitting here and drawing this, like, I have been invited to do like workshops in a youth center again, and for 2 of them I'm doing the visual diary workshop I've been doing before, but for one of them we are probably doing something different because it's not the same workshop series as the other ones. So I'm thinking of like, I'm probably gonna do something different, and there are some other ideas, but like maybe I can do something with this as well. Though, or like not this one this time around, maybe, because I don't even know what I'm doing enough myself. But so yeah, I have this workshop where I would like to technically do something like this maybe, but I think that's probably for the future. Like, I think you can do a very nice workshop out of this stuff, but I want to be able to understand what I'm doing myself first before I try to teach teenagers. Yeah, okay, I feel like I'm overworking this. But maybe, wait, maybe... I know before I said I shouldn't use the other brush, but maybe for this it would be smart. Because, yep, good idea. Good idea. I'm sorry I'm shaking my table. The pen is struggling. Okay. Okay, maybe I want to buy another one of the F variety of this. This one is also really dying. I really like these. Like this pen, but like I also have, I think it should be 12 because this series, like the package that I got from a friend for my birthday, by the way, like a year ago, but has 12 different pens, like for the Zodiacs. Not that the pens are any different, like they're all black ink pens, but I really like them. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, like I said, I think I'm gonna write something here. I think I want to do it in a diary kind of way, and honestly speaking, I don't think watching me write is gonna be so interesting. So I think this is where I'll be stopping the video. I'm really happy with what I drew, if I'm being honest. On the one hand, it doesn't feel that impressive. On the other hand, this feels like one of the best things I've sketched in a while, and I really like it. And I'm happy, and I'm like most of all happy that I'm getting back into sketching, I feel like. Now I just have to keep that habit going, I reckon. I hope you like this video. I know it's way less, like, this is not scripted at all. Fun fact, I didn't even end up doing what I had planned. Like, I wanted to do Heikala studies, and in the end, like, none of these are inspired by Heikala other than me flipping through the pages and getting inspired by her line art, which is still a valid part of the video of my process and everything. But yeah, point being, I hope you enjoy these very lo-fi, low planning, low everything videos. If you do, please let me know, because I feel like I might do this more often in the future if people enjoy it, maybe, hopefully. Regardless of that, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a relaxing time, and maybe some of my thought process or thoughts in general sparked some inspiration in you. But yeah, honestly, most of all, I just hope you had a cozy time, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. So, bye bye!